True believers in what? I don't know. Excelsior. Okay, so let's get into this. Also, I would just like to point out that it looks like Venom is trying to eat the thing that Spunky couldn't eat in Rocko's Modern Life. Bought this strictly for the cover, would you believe it? This is from the 90s, and it's really weird. I'm not sure it's fun weird. Quit texting me, people. What the hell? I'm trying to do my business. Alright, let's get into this. We can see Eddie Brock, he's got those thick-ass eyebrows. That's the look I love on him. So he's walking around in Lower Manhattan, and someone starts accosting him. Jesus, I swear to God, this guy texts me all the time. Don't text me. I don't want to communicate with anyone ever. Big dude, you look like you got smarts. Bet you know a good deal when you see one. You talking to me? I mean, that's when you see a person with a fat head. Their head isn't fat because of all the fat around it. Okay, that's a myth. Their heads are fat because their brains are just expanding at a rate. See, I have a normal size head, so you know that I am of average or below average intelligence. But when you see someone whose head seems to be just plopped on top of their big fat shoulders, it's because they're super intelligent. Like Eddie Brock. I mean, he's also got some brains down in that chin of his, you can tell. And you see that there's a rat talking to him? What I gotta tell you? We're on like this third panel, and it's already weird. And of course, Eddie is astute. See, I said astute, but I'm pretty sure he says astute in this. Oh, God. Yep, it says astute. See, I'm heavily influenced by the vocabulary of the comic. I can't do business out on the street, dude. I mean, literally, you can, though. That's crime. That's the whole thing is. It's on the street. You're a rat. Brilliant, Eddie. Brilliant. Your powers of observation are, like, too astute for words. They call me Dirtnap. Okay, number one. That's a dope name. That is it. If you're going to be a rat, or you're going to be a rat-like human being, take Dirtnap. I feel like that's on the table. I feel like there aren't a lot of guys out there rocking that name. I think you should go for it. So, what kind of deal can a talking rat cut me? And we look at Dirtnap, and this is a rat that is wearing a golden yarmulke on his back. So, I mean, he's crafty? Is that racist to say that he's possibly Jewish and also crafty at the same time? I don't know, you tell me. So then what happens? Alright. It's like this, Eddie. You get in on my action, you get to be my silent partner, and then this happens. Okay, real silent and real inside. Oh, he wants Eddie inside of him. So, Dirtnap is eating Eddie, and of course that prompts him to start venoming out, as you do. He's a nasty pill to swallow. I mean, yeah, symbiotes. I feel like you can't swallow symbiotes. I feel like they make your throat really dry, but I don't know. Haven't run into one yet. He's down tougher cookies than you. You slobbering mouth breather. Okay, you don't call Eddie a mouth breather because he's so smart. He's so intelligent, and then we see he is forcing this thing down like there's money on the line. He absorbs him, and he actually changed his shirt. This smiley logo was not on Eddie's shirt, and we're gonna be seeing that shirt. I mean, see, no Dirtnap brand logo. So he swallows him. I mean, he's picking. Whose juices are those? I don't understand. And then it's like coming out of his eyes. Okay, whatever. But point is, he's a giant rat named Dirtnap. And then I'm about to spit some hot bars. And then we get into some 90s shit like you've never seen before. Yeah, look at this. Alright, see this? Yo, Jerry, let's get subterranean. And this is where I'd get out my Flying V guitar for all those in the know. And then I go, I do a slide. I do a really hardcore slide with my Flying V guitar. It's the 90s. We're skateboarding. I'm pretty sure this kid is doing a method or a stale fish. I'm pretty sure that they're remarkably similar tricks, but I do know the cool skaters don't wear helmets. So this kid is obviously cooler. I believe here he's doing, I want to call it a board slide, but it looks like that's on the back truck more than the middle of the board. I can't remember what that grind is called. This is me letting you know that I'm fucking cool, okay, with the words I'm saying here. And of course, this kid goes vert. This kid's dressed up in fucking Lisa Frank colors. Why is his cool friend even fucking with him? Jesus, and he's got Squirtle Squad glasses. Alright, so he goes vert. Ugh. He goes subterranean, then he goes vert. I'm going to start using that. I mean, I'm hardly ever underground, but when it comes up, I'm going to say go subterranean. And he hits this janitorial closet. We learn his name is Rocky, and he's wearing a helmet. Leads me to believe he might be a little retarded. So these kids, I got to skip a couple pages, and mostly these kids, this is the coolest shit they ever do. And they only do it for this section here. But they crash into this closet, and they're like, oh, we better clean it up before we get in trouble, which isn't cool at all. Skaters make messes. They destroy property. But also, what they do on those boards is, frankly, incredible. Go watch Likai's Fully Flared. The first skate video I ever watched that just blew me away. So they find this, if I can get real for a minute, so they find this, they call it a football from the 5th dimension. It's a silver thing. They press some stuff. It gets bigger. It kind of looks like a spaceship. They go into it. Then, I'll skip this next page. There's a woman lurking around in the subway, aka going subterranean, and she is some sort of symbiote, or there's something going on with her face. And she's looking for the silver football because it can track other symbiotes. She's also not important at all. So we see where Eddie, aka Dirtnap, was going to. He's getting into an elevator, and we learn that Eddie's fighting on the inside. Because he's not a little bitch like Flash Thompson, okay? And there are these people, these multicultural, I mean, token black guy, people who are talking about a restaurant. The restaurant wasn't too bad, huh? I suspect the culinary expertise was better at the siege of Leningrad. That meatloaf I had looked like a Klingon prosthetic. Why are you ordering meatloaf at the restaurant? Meatloaf is like one of those weird TV foods that I've never eaten in real life, but people are always eating it on TV, like casserole and souffle. Souffles is more of a cartoon thing, and you're dealing with the element of you gotta be quiet, but meatloaf, I don't even know what it is. It's like just a hunk of meat, and then people put ketchup on it? I don't know. And we see Dirtnap's having a little bit of trouble. He's as indigestible as that other one, Wolverine. Oh my god, what is this comic? What? Waiting for my other guy to show up. This guy's thinking appropriately, just shoot me, because I don't want to hear about this dumb, gross food that these people have. Also, like, she ate it. She ate the Klingon prosthetic-looking meatloaf. I think that's one of those instances where we forget that we can just leave. We can forget we just leave places. I don't eat out a lot, but if I ordered something that looked like fucking shit, I would just leave. Maybe that's because I'm a G, but I don't know. Yeah, she's gonna eat it. And she's gonna be like, it's great. Leave a big tip too, you cuck of a woman. I hate using that word. But anyway, so this guy says, hey, did that guy in the elevator look a little ill to you? And he, oh man, that looks positively fatal, if I must say. So we see where he's going, and he finally lands at this place, and he's like, okay, he's looking for a Chimera Broad. She ought to be able to He's trying to get out of here, and his face turns just like, it looks like a squirrel here. And we see Wolverine is here, and he brought his entire motorcycle here, which, is motorcycle theft a big deal in New York? I bet it is. But I don't know, and I feel like his motorcycle isn't red. I feel like he's got like an Indian motorcycle. That's not racist, that's a brand. So fuck you. But he's reading Life magazine, and we see this Edvard Munch, the Scream. Yes, I am cultured, you didn't know that about me, but I will say that I did realize that, you know what, tilted frames, tilted pictures are the ultimate sign of carelessness. But then I got to thinking, what if someone out there has some form of OCD where they have to have all the frames tilted? Like they go into a room, they see this, and they're like, no, probably, right? See that everybody always talks about OCD, that's about cleaning things or touching a doorknob 30 times, 31 times, 30 32 times. See, that would have been better if I actually touched the doorknob instead of just touching randomly. But you know what I'm saying? There's probably some very inconvenient forms of OCD. I'm just trying to raise OCD awareness if that was unclear. Okay, so there's some more stuff. The woman named Donna and the kids are in this silver football. They're flying around at the speed of sound. It ceases to be subterranean, and they start flying towards the symbiote that Eddie Brock has. And we see what is this called? Verses. And then, okay, there they are. They're in a very silent battle of wits. We see that Wolverine is reading Life magazine while Eddie is reading Highlights magazine. Eddie/Dirtnap is reading Highlights magazine, which it seems appropriate. And then, you know, and then I got to thinking, like, okay, what's the most offensive thing that a rat could be reading? And I came up with Cat Fancy. I feel like if a teenage rat got caught reading Cat Fancy, he would be burned at the glue trap. I don't know a lot of magazine publications these days, and I feel like that's the one. So we see that Dirtnap and Wolverine, they've tangled before, and he's terrified of him. Indicated, oh, he's actually biting his nails? Jesus Christ. Dirtnap, come on. You have a golden yarmulke. Get yourself together. If you're an adult and you bite on your nails, kill yourself. Or at least cut off all your fingers. And then you'll have to bite your toenails, and then that'll bring you a dose of reality. And Wolverine starts sniffing around. Do I know you? Yeah. God, those green eyes are mesmerizing. Some more stuff with the kids, it doesn't matter. And then this kid shows up with, Jesus, he looks like he's from something to me. Like an Archie comic, or some bad cartoons from the 90s, or something. He looks like Cable here, I mean, wardrobe-wise, but look at that lower lip just jutting out, and he talks like an insane person. Cheese Louise, Logan, we got us a moiterous furball going down over the Section 5. It's like a 1920s gangster's lackey, but is also a child, so it's awful. And Judas Priest, this kid doesn't listen to Judas Priest. Disgazoonies, what the f***, I've never heard that before. Gazoonies, can we bring back Gazoonies? Got 3 central nervous systems and only one of them is human. Jesus Christ. Okay. Alright, people talk about my accent that I don't have. This kid has got an accent. Yeah, so the Wolverine, he's been found out, basically. You want a story? A wino comes up to me on the street, and he says I haven't had a bite all week. Okay, so this is gonna be good. What is the line? So I bit him. Okay. And I gotta tell you, this is impressive because I don't see any cavities. I don't see any cavities on this guy. Also, it's impressive because I feel like his nose also got bigger. I don't know. It's very, very impressive. But mostly for the dental work. You wouldn't think that a rat would have good teeth? Or are these Eddie's teeth? I feel like Eddie's too stupid for proper dental care. I don't know. Or maybe he's like so stupid but he's obsessed with, I don't know. Venom's like 80% teeth, so maybe he keeps his choppers in check. I recognize those bicuspids. This here's a shapeshifter named a Dirtnap. And then he tried to chomp on me. And then Wolverine's claws are... I feel like they're but the bone claws, and I don't know how he got de-adamantiumed, but I'm not sure. After I gives him a hot plasma gargle, he's gonna think the tooth fairy been working overtime. This kid is Jamaican now. I decided he's Jamaican. And also, look at this. This kid looks like this, and then this kid looks like this in the panel. Is he also a shapeshifter of some kind? So they start fighting. Venom, he starts crawling his way out of there, you know. Because he's no Flash Thompson. Another text? What is going on here? I'm trying to work. And he eventually just crawls his way out of there. He's smashing the claws. Oh, he says this. Wolverine said he's gonna hurl. Which I may have just transported back into the 90s, because no one from 2000 to 2018 said, he's gonna hurl, so when I go outside, the air's gonna be cleaner. So that'll be nice. Yeah, you know what, that'll be nice. And everybody will, a lot more people will be smoking, so a lot more cool people. And we say, Jesus, that's fucked up. So he's shalooped out of there. And Dirtnap, he takes this kid's form because Wolverine doesn't kill kids. I thought he was cool, but I guess not. Then that flying football makes an entrance. It's ding dang dooms. Ding dang dooms. Bing bang booms everywhere. And then it goes through a thing, and we get this cool shot of Wolverine, and it goes into some other dimension, and they ride off into the sunset together. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? It's fucking weird. I have read this twice, and I'm still not entirely certain what happens at the end. But I mean, fuck, Excelsior.